Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Now, in today's video, we are going to be starting a new series on the channel where I will have a dedicated video on how to play every single brawler in the game. There are 99 of them right now, and there's only going to keep being more. So I'm just going to start now going through probably the harder ones first, and also what you guys request in the comments. I have mastery on every single brawler in the game, I think, except like the 2 or 3 most recent ones. But like besides that, I have mastery in every single brawler. I'm a main with assassins. I think Mina's an assassin on damage dealer, to be honest. So yeah, we're gonna be starting today with, I think, probably one of the hardest brawlers to get good at in the game, and that is Mina. Now, Mina, I'm going to be these videos pretty much are going to be structured like this. I'm going to give you guys the best build, the best modes, just how to use them in general, and then just some gameplay to really help get my point across. So let's get started with the build. Now, for the gadgets, they're both good, very good gadgets. If you only have like 1,000 coins or you want to buy one of them first, I would suggest buying Windmill first. It creates a wall, pretty much like a buster shield around you that blocks all projectiles except things that are gonna, typically break a wall. So think of a Colt. So Colt Super breaks walls. Colt Super just goes straight through the shield. It doesn't matter. Gene Pull, it goes through walls. Typically, it'll go right through your shield. Cord Realm goes through walls. It also goes through that. So you guys can see what I'm saying. So with this gadget, like say you're in a ranked setting, if you see other brawlers that have like projectiles of any kind, then Windmill is definitely going to be your better build. But if you're playing against some tanky options and maybe only one brawler with projectiles, but it's not that big of a deal, then Kappa What is very, very good because you get a super back pretty much for free on every single time that you super, because you're definitely going to hit it like at least once. And what that means is you get extra hypercharge, and it just lets you confirm kills and continue your sequence. I'll tell you what continuing your sequence means a little bit later. But yeah, that's my take for the gadgets. If you only have limited resources, buy a Windmill, but I would definitely recommend buying both. For the star powers now, he has Zoom, 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 and Blown Away. Now, you, like 85% of the time, you want to use Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. That heal on any kind of assassin or movement brawler is just so good. It does 4k damage, which means you're going to heal for 2k. But like if a brawler is shielded, or like a Lou star power is reducing your damage, or a Crow star power or something like that, you'll of course heal less, because it's not a base heal. It's a heal for the percentage of the damage that you deal with the third attack. Meaning, if you're using damage gear, then it's 4,400 damage, meaning you heal 2,200. So it's a really good star power. I would definitely, like, if you have coins to get 1 star power, definitely buy this one. Now, this star power, let me explain. So root is the thing that, where is it? Lumi Super also, it roots. Like, Lumi pounds the ground 3 times, causing explosions that deal area damage. The third briefly snares enemies. That snare is a root as well. So it just means that enemies can't move, but they can still like dash. Like if you're a Mortis, then you can dash out of it, or it's a Dyna Jump, you can put it down a stick of dynamite and jump. But still, this star power has a very niche case where if you play against something like a bull typically, if you super a bull, when he's supering, he keeps going on. But with this star power, it actually cancels anything. So if someone is in some sort of animation, you can cancel any animation using the star power. It's actually really good against Bull, because Bull can be pretty decent into Mina, but if you're using this star power, the Bull can never get near you, because as long as you have a super, you're chilling. So it definitely still has its use case, but it's not as close as the gadgets. Like gadgets, I think both of them are super duper good. I definitely think Zoom 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 is way better, because you'll typically have someone else on your team to take care of that bull. So I would definitely go with this star power. And for gears, typically for me, I always run shield. I think shield's a must. It's really good with her to get her to 8k health. But this is where it's a little bit tricky. Now, when I'm using windmill, I almost always use gadget cooldown. I just think it's really, really good because the gadget is busted, and the more you have uptime on it, especially in a mode like hot zone, it's just really, really good. Now, damage is also popular. I will typically go on to damage if I switch my if I go on this Kappa what, I'll use damage gear. Now, I still think, me personally, that gadget cooldown is better than damage most of the time. But I think having these three, it's good that you can switch between them. So, yeah. And then hypercharge, yes, it is very good, but you need to know how to use it, and it's not a must. Like my mini account, I have a maxed out Mina without hypercharge, and I got Masters 3 on it for a season. It's really not difficult. You don't need the hyper, but yes, it is very, very good. So I'm actually going to hop into the training cave just to show you guys. You probably know how Mina works, but I think it's always important to see someone like do it right in front of you. I did not mean to use my super, but so your first shot, you'll see it's like a long range attack, and it just goes out like that. And you can see this little bar. That's what I'm calling like the sequence each time. So this one is just like does 1600 damage, but if you're standing still, then you won't move. Like if I do it right as I shoot, I can still walk afterwards. See that? Like I'm not dashing, but I'm still like moving around. But if you're like moving a direction while doing it, you're gonna dash in that direction like this. You see that? So it's really, really good against like snipers and stuff to like move around the map. But you can also switch between like this dash and also not moving, just so you can do that. Because sometimes you don't want to dash. So it's just really situational, but that's how the first attack works. Now, if you hit your second shot before the bar ends, then it's going to do another attack. This one now, it's shorter range, but it does 400 more damage. It's 2k damage at power 11. And yeah, like it continues the sequence. You see, like the yellow bar refills back up. And you can still do the same thing where like you don't move. Like you can still just stand still. And then the third one, this is where she does a lot of good damage. The first two shots, you guys are going to notice, like it's instantaneous. But then the third one, there's like a little bit of a delay. So a really cool thing you can do, let's see if I can try it here. I can go like this, and then I can peek around a wall with my third shot, and it'll end up hitting anything that's right here. So that's a really good skill that you can learn on Mina. It's really, I wouldn't say super hard, but especially for newer players, timing can be a little bit weird, but like I can just do this and look, I'm peeking around the wall and hitting everything that's over here. So it's really, really good. And like I said, you can also just stand still when you do it. Oh wait, whoops. I did not mean to do that. But you can also stand still while you even do the third attack. And yeah, it's really, really good damage. Now, I'm going to show you guys the gadget, Kappa what? And then it's not Kappa what, this is the windmill. I'm just going to pop it down and look. It just blocks out all the shots. A really cool thing that a lot of people ask me about is, when do I pop my gadget? Because you can walk up just like this and pop down your gadget, and then you can just like hit some shots and pop down your gadget. And like, when do I pop my gadget? Now, me personally, I either do it if I'm going for a full sequence, it's between the second and the third one, or it's right after the third one. So I'm gonna go like this. And as soon as like I'm about to hit that 4K, I would gadget. Typically, that's gonna help you a lot, and it's just going to block people while you're doing your maximum amount of damage. So I think that's one of the best timings to do. Now, where the super comes into play, the super is very, very good. Like it covers like a large area, and it's really good to peek around walls. Like if you guys see this, it covers so much. Like you can clip people like right on the other side of the wall, and they'll still come towards you. So it's like really, really good. Just knocks them up in the air. And what the really unique thing about it that people, I think, some people don't really realize when they're playing Mina, is it continues your sequence. So look at this. So 1, then I super, and I'm on to 2. So pretty much it resets that bar for you to let you keep your sequence going. So let me get my super back real quick. Give me my super. Okay, thank you. So let's say if I go, let's go 1, 2, and then I super, and now I'm on my 3K, or my three shot for the 4K. So yeah, that's how you can use the super. Now the hyper super, what it's going to do is it's going to go 3 of these tornadoes, but they bounce off the wall. And unlike a Rico or something like that, each tornado can do an instance of damage more than once, which makes it really, really good. Now I'm going to try to get my hyper super back real quick. Here we go. One of the best things, because like I said, it continues your sequence when you pop your super. So you can go like 1, 2, and then you can hyper, and then you can get your 4K. Because the really cool thing about Mina hyper, look at that. It pulls in the brawlers towards you no matter where they get hit from. As like it comes to where you were standing at the time. So I think it's just really, really good. And if you guys can, like, I've made a lot of plays in ranked where I'll go like 1, 2, and then I hyper pull them into me and then into my 4K. And as you can see, look how much supercharge already gives me back. If you hit 2 people with it, you get your super back, and it's pretty much a guaranteed team wipe. So Mina's just very, very strong like that. And I'm going to show you some interactions with the other gadget real quick. So when you're using Kappa What, the interesting thing that you guys need to make sure that you take note of is it doesn't work with the hypercharge. So I'm going to walk up here, pop my gadget, and I'm going to hyper super. Notice how my gadget is still there because the gadget does not work with the hypercharge. So I'm going to get my normal super back. We're going to super, and now it works, and I have my my super back. So just got to be careful with that. And like I said, the super will still continue your sequence even with Kappa What. Now that I've showed you guys the basics behind Mina and the best build, I'm going to talk about her best modes first. So actually, I'm going to hop into a friendly room for this part. So Brawl Ball, she's definitely very strong in Brawl Ball. Thinking about the comp maps right now, Sneaky Fields, she's a very good mid. I would not play her lane on this map. She's a very good mid because, like I said, that windmill, like you can just walk up for free versus like an Otis, an Amber, a Cole, anything like that. It's really, really good. Pinhole Punt, same thing. You can put her anywhere in the grass. She's really good to peek around those walls with her 4K too if you time it well. Excuse me. But yeah, really, really good on Pinhole Punt. And what's the other one? Is it... I think it's Pinball Dreams, right? No, it's Super Beach. Whoops. And on Super Beach, she's actually, you can play her lane here too. But she's also a very strong mid. But yeah, you can play her both sides. And she's definitely super strong on Brawl Ball, like 100%. Heist, it's a little bit more situational and matchup dependent. I have played her in ranked on safe zone. It can work very well. But you do need to make sure you have a source of damage on your team for the save. Make it a Colt, make it a Kaze. Like you need something that will synergize. Because the Mina is going to make you a lot of space. Because there's going to be a lot of projectile-based brawlers on a map like Safe Zone. So the Mina can make space, be like your aggression on your team. And you have someone to follow up with safe damage. So you have to always have that in mind. And then Kaboom, on Kaboom Canyon, it's about the same thing. I think it's a little bit more viable on Kaboom than it is on Safe Zone. But once again, situational. And the last map is Hot Potato. On Hot Potato, it's pretty good because Mina's a good counter to Kaze and Melody. Like, a good Mina should really never die to any of them and should pretty much always be killing them every single time. So, it's a good defensive brawler. Once again, good for making space. Good against Rico because Rico's pretty popular on here and so is Colt. So, yeah, definitely not her best game mode, but she can definitely still make it work. Bounty, I think Layer Cake very strong. Like the wall orientation is very good for her. Her windmill gadget gets a ton of value. The grass is good for her to sneak around. Layer Cake definitely really good. Shooting Star, once again, it depends. Like you have decent range. You have more range than you think with your first sequence attack. But once again, you got to be careful because Mortis does counter you for the most part because it's really easy to dodge her 4K. 4K is not the easiest thing to hit. So if you miss that, you're kind of cooked. So got to be careful of picks like a Mortis. Mortis is a pretty good counter into you. Now, Dry Season. Dry Season, wait, is that even comp? No, wait, it's not. I think it's Hideout. Yeah, it's Hideout. On, what the hell? On a Hideout, probably her best. Actually, Layer Cake's still better, but Hideout's still really, really good for Mina. I play Mina here a lot, like competitively in scrims and in matcherinos and stuff. It's really, really good to get Blue Star. Not the fastest. The two fastest are Kaze and Mortis. But I'll typically have one of those banned and then go for the other. Because like I said, Kaze loses to Mina. Like Mina will like not really be getting hit and then it comes with super and then 4K combo. So it's really, really good. Good for getting Blue Star. Good for applying pressure. I really like her on Bounty. On Gem Grab, Hard Rock Mine... Wait, the Cap Trap's also a comp map. But on Hard Rock Mine, she's a very, very strong mid. Like, I would highly recommend you ban her if you don't pick her on this map because she just, like, always, when she pops her gadget, She's able to like just like connect it kind of with like the indestructible walls, move behind the walls, always get the enemy team's gem spawns, and it's just really really strong, and it's good against those aggressive options because your super can just throw them up in the air and you can get away easily with your attacks. So very very good on Hard Rock Mine. Death Cap Trap, pretty much the exact same thing. You can also play her lane here if you want, but Mina mid on this map is just so good. I think the other map is Double Swoosh. Double Swoosh, once again, super strong mid on here. Can also play her lane. I would recommend playing her mid. Very good on gem grab. Hot Zone, she's very good in Hot Zone. Open Business, probably one of the best mids that you can have, and I think the same goes for Ring of Fire, but Ring of Fire, you can also play her on lane after you pop your gadget mid. Like your gadget, if you think about it, it's just like it's a free percentage every single time you put it down. So it's broken conceptually. And then Dueling Beetles as well. Ridiculously strong on Dueling Beetles. Like she is so good right now. Moving on to Knockout. Of all the modes, I think Knockout is the least viable for her because you only have one life. So you got to be very, very careful. Bell's Rock is pretty good for her, though. You get behind those walls. If there's not like a Rico or like a Brock or a Gray that's like getting rid of those walls, or Rico doesn't get rid of them, but really good with those walls too, more so than the Mina is with them, then you just got to be a little bit careful. Like it's viable if you're good at it and you have like a certain comp in mind. I wouldn't really recommend it that much. The other map is Gold Arm. Gold Arm, I don't think she's good on here. Like late game is fine, but it just you're not really doing too much until then. Once again, you have a good comp for it, go ahead. But Knockout, I don't advise as much as the others. Out in the open, probably her best one, but still like a Frank or something like that on one of the lanes is just gonna really destroy you. But it's still good because you're going to see a lot of long-range sharpshooter brawlers, and you get in their face, you pop that gadget, and then you just keep on going. So it's really good to get the grasp positioning on this map. Now that we have gone over all the build, how to play her, and her best maps, now is probably the most important part, and it's what you play her into. Like what counters, or what does Mina counter, and what counters her. Now, although Mina is listed as a damage dealer, she does not even do that much damage. Like, one of the best counters in practice versus Mina is Frank. Like, Mina just does not have anywhere near enough damage to kill a Frank, like, by itself. Like, think about it. You do 1.6k, 2k, and 4k. Combined, that's like less than half of the Frank's health. And then you're to use 3 ammo, and then 3 ammo almost completely kills Mina. Even if you pop your gadget, it's not enough. It takes way too much to kill a Frank. So I think Frank's really, really good into Mina. Stu can be pretty good into Mina. Like a Stu would never be getting hit by the 4K or just the shots in general. You're always gonna be dashing around. You have about the same range with her 1.6k, like her first sequence, and the Stu typically. So I think Stu's pretty good into her as well. Just in general, the rule of thumb, tanks are going to be pretty good into me. Although she's a damage dealer, I think she's more of an assassin or control brawler. So tanks are definitely going to be pretty good because assassins and controls, they usually get countered by tanks. So think of like Ash. Sam's actually really, really good into Mina. I've done that in scrims. Of course, with walls, Shade will counter. Meeple is very good because Rage Quit actually cancels out the sequence, so you get reset. Mortis does also beat a Mina because you just can't hit the Mortis with your 4K, so you're kind of doomed. You don't get the healing, you go into damage. Fang is also very good into it. More off meta, but it works. Buster, you can use slow-mo replay to pull them in between a sequence. So there's a good amount of brawlers that kind of like all these tanks do a pretty good job, except for Ollie. I think Mina does good into Ollie. Now, what does Mina counter? Mina counters pretty much any brawler with a projectile that like she can just move up into their face with. So like think of a Colt. You can just walk up, gadget, you make space for you and your team, and then you can easily land all your 3 shots on him as long as you're, aiming properly. Good counter into sharpshooters like Brock. Good counter into throwers as well. It depends to some extent, like on the map. Like a good Larry and Lori or a good Juju can do pretty well because the bot will give some trouble to the Mina. But generally speaking, the Mina's pretty good into throwers. Mina's pretty good into brawlers like Rico, good into brawlers like Penny, even into Carl, because your super does cancel his super. And so if there's no Carl super, then Carl's pretty redundant. So it's really, really good. M's, it's kind of weird because her pushback will be very annoying for you. Or if she goes with the other one that goes through walls, it does also go through your Mina shield. So just got to be careful when you're playing as an M. It's definitely a winnable matchup, but you actually have to play it smart. You can't just be brain dead. Good against brawlers like Pam, even though she doesn't have that much damage, you just get more zone time than the Pam does, and you're typically going to have a teammate that has higher damage than you. So in a team setting, I think it's pretty good. Good counter to brawlers like Nani, B, Griff, Gale, Belle, Lola. You can see the theme. Like, they have projectiles, and they're pretty squishy. You're able to move up, gadget to cancel their shots, and boom, you just move up. So now that we've gone over the brawlers that she does good into and counters, I'm going to hop into a few ladder games and just show you guys how to play Mina. All right. Excuse me. Hopping into the first game, there's a Dynamite, a Bull, and a Griff. Now, I don't have the star power that cancels the Bull super, but my teammate already got stunned. As you can see, like, I'm just going to move up here. I'm going to make some space. I get to dodge the Griff shots pretty easily. I do get hit by the Dynamite. That's low-key an aura loss. He just goes for that. But as you can see, like, I'm just making a lot of pressure for my team because I'm not getting hit by, oh, wow. So that's an interesting interaction with the Griff super. The Griff super genuinely, like, it stops right on the edge of your gadget. So if you're standing on the edge of your gadget, you will get, like, you take the full damage. That's pretty unfortunate, but yeah. We're just going to move up here with my shots. And like, see, I have decent range. Like, I'm able to just keep hitting them. And you can also go for this goal trick like that. Always, literally a guaranteed goal, because it will force them to get up. Even if they catch the ball before they get up, it's just a free walk-in. So here, I'm going to walk up, make some space, and you can see he just supered right into my gadget. There's a bull in there with super, so we're just going to playing a little bit more passive. We can dash out of the range. Don't hit my 4K, but like, there's not much of a rush right now. Just gonna see if I can charge my super. Good kill from my Dynamite. We're gonna go for a 4K on Dynamite, and I missed. So like, it's really not easy to hit the 4K. Like, it has a small range. Like, it's only like a little bit of a cone around you. So you do really have to be like precise when you're hitting it. We're gonna go for a little play with my super here. Like, we can just toss him up, and then I hit my 4K. So that's a really good combo to do to finish people off. Like, it's really, really good. Gonna go for my 4K here. We do hit it. I have my hyper super now. He passes it up to me, does hit the wall. Gonna have to go back here to help. Does he score that? I think he does. Oh, he just missed. Nice. I didn't want to waste my super because I want to do some hyper tech for you guys, but you guys gonna see, like, right before I hyper super, I'm gonna hit 2 shots, and then I'm gonna hyper super in, and then I hit the 4K straight onto him. Now, if I hit more than one person there, then I get my super back, and it's just like a free team wipe. But yeah, that's pretty much how you want to use the Mina hyper almost always. Like, it's just really, really strong. And the Griff just going to walk up to pretty much do nothing. And we can honestly go for a goal here, but we're going to have to dash away. And like, all those kind of like assassins, like, Mina is an assassin that counters other assassins because you're always just able to get away from them. So yeah, this game, we already scored. So it's pretty much over. But as you guys can see, like, it's just such a safe brawler. And you can just do so much with it. Let's hop into another game. Oh my god, wait, we got a legendary. Wait, streamer luck. Oh my god. All right, thank god hideout's in the rotation right now. So I have an 8-bit and a Piper, which is kind of interesting. But you guys can definitely still learn from this. So I'm going to go for the blue star here. It's going to use my attacks to get here. Not going to waste my gadget because I do get there before everyone on their team. They don't have like a fast brawler. So yeah, my Piper is hitting some really good taps. Frank is not a great matchup for me, but I can definitely still win it. Like, I'm just gonna gadget, super. Oh, I barely missed that. If I hit that, then I 4K him and he's dead. But whoopsies, not very good by me. I'm just gonna see if I can charge another super here. Like, you can keep your distance versus the Frank at the very least. Good taps from my Piper. We have my gadget here, so I'm gonna go up here and make some space. I missed my 4K. Oh my god, I'm actually trolling right now, but I hope you guys can at least see the principles that I'm talking about here with Mina. So we're gonna go here. This is a pretty good play to make. Like you hit one shot in and then second shot back out, because you're gonna go in with this range, and then when you dash in, you pretty much have that same range like combined. We're gonna use this shots just to back out of the Frank, and we're gonna gadget just so I can get close to my hypercharge here without taking any damage. And now I have my hypercharge. My teammate's getting farmed, and we're now losing somehow. So yeah, we have our hypercharge though. I'm gonna try and swap O onto this left side and have my 8-bit take that guy on. So we're gonna dash up here, gonna hyper, and we get the kill right there. So really, really good play from us. We're now up by 2, and we have the blue star, which is good. Don't like my team having blue star. Frank's pretty low here, so let's see if we can get some taps on him. We do manage to dash out of that loop hyper, which is really, really good. Probably would have ended up dead because I don't have my my gadget right now. Piper pops her hypercharge. Just going to try and be as safe as we can. I do miss my 4K there. Oh, whoopsies. I did not know the hypothermia star power reduced my damage. But yeah, that is a pretty clean game. But yeah, very good in hideout. Like you're able to just go get the blue star. You're able to win your 1v1 matchups almost all the time. Like even into the Frank, like I didn't die once. As long as you're playing safe, it's good. Like versus a Frank, it's fine in a game of like bounty, but like in Brawl Ball, the Frank definitely wins. So it's interesting to see that a brawler can counter another brawler, but it's dependent on the mode. So yeah, that's another thing to keep in mind. Let's hop into one more game. All right, now for the last game I'm going to show you guys will be a gem grab game. Okay, I have a Colt and a Rico, so 2 pretty good lane brawlers, and I'm going to be playing mid here because Mina mid, especially in gem grab, is really strong. We're going to gadget here just so I can get their gem. It's always important to get the other team's gem to get that gem lead for yourself, because those gem spawns, they go like 1 for your side, 1 for their side. That's just how it is. Now, like, yes, I'm playing mid, but I can always just like go behind them as well and just like make space in other ways. I'm going to come back down here. I do miss my 4. Oh, no. Sorry, I did not expect that my team would be dying to a trunk when they both counter trunk. But hey, it's all good, chat. Looks like our teammate's going to pick up those gems now. He's going to dash out with the gems. But I think I can at least grab a couple of them. Got to be careful, though, of that Pierce super. God, dude, Glowbird is so annoying. Okay, so I have my super in 1 shot pretty much. Trunk's also like one of the best brawlers that you can play into Mina along with Frank. Because like you can just use the gadget on her 4K and just heal it like the whole amount. So very strong. And also with Pierce, all like dashing brawlers won't be getting hit as long as you dash as soon as the super like locks onto you. So yeah, and I just saw not many people know that. We're gonna go for a play here onto him. We do get the kill. Really well done from us. And then, oh, I did not need to use my super at the last second there. But we need to dash out because this Pierce has the big shot. And we do make a really good play that wins us the game. So you can see, like, Mina can turn the tables very quickly in your favor. All because of, like, if you can get that 4K sequence on something. That's a lot of damage. So, yeah, really clean game from us there. I hope you guys can take something from this video and learn how to play Mina, because Mina is one of the most fun brawlers, I think, that you can play in this game, like when you're good at her. And yeah, she's also just like really strong in the meta right now. So if you guys enjoy this kind of video, let me know so I can keep doing them, and comment what brawler you guys want to see next, and I will do whatever has the most likes on it. I will see you guys later. Peace.